Imagine a constellation so breathtaking, so radiant, that its presence has inspired myths, songs, and dreams across countless civilizations in the universe. This is the Pleiades, often known as the Seven Sisters, a stellar cluster shining about 440 light-years away from Earth. To many observers, these stars are not just distant lights scattered in the heavens. They represent a symbol of hope, wisdom, and universal connection. And here is where it becomes personal for you. The story of the Pleiades is not a far-off legend. It is deeply linked to your spiritual evolution and cosmic origins. Long before the time we now call history, when the universe still seemed youthful, the Pleiades became the home of a remarkable and luminous civilization. These beings were not born in the Pleiades, but were instead refugees from a distant star system near Vega, known as the Menses system. They were a people scarred by the devastating Orion-Lyran wars, who carried the memory of destruction and longed for peace. In their search for refuge, they discovered the Pleiades, a cluster of worlds that offered them sanctuary, safety, and the possibility of renewal. This migration happened millions of years ago, at a moment when Earth itself was still in its raw, primordial state, preparing to cradle life. The Menses refugees traveled in monumental arcs, colossal vessels of light and technology designed to preserve their culture across unimaginable distances. Within these ships, they carried not only their people, but also their knowledge, their sacred traditions, and the seeds of their civilization. Upon arriving, they spread across several planets within the Pleiadian system, shaping them into radiant centers of advanced learning, innovation, and spiritual practice. Their presence transformed the Pleiades into a beacon of progress and wisdom, blending the remnants of an ancient heritage with the birth of a new destiny. As time passed, their descendants, those we now call the Pleiadians, looked beyond their sanctuary toward Earth. Even in humanity's early dawn, as our species began to stretch into awareness, the Pleiadians sensed the planet's significance. They recognized Earth as a seed of immense potential, a place capable of becoming a radiant force in the cosmic order. Their contact with early humans was intentional, guided by a wish to nurture this potential. They shared knowledge, inspired visions, and planted the foundations of spiritual and cultural growth. Though often invisible, their influence touched monumental aspects of our past: the construction of megalithic structures, the shaping of spiritual traditions, and the mysterious leaps in technology and wisdom that still puzzle historians today. Why should this ancient saga matter to you now? Because your connection to the Pleiades may be more personal than you realize. The Pleiadians have always sought to guide those souls ready to awaken, those prepared to remember their higher calling. Perhaps you felt it, that deep pull toward the stars, the sensation that your story stretches beyond Earth. This could be the whisper of a soul memory, a reminder of your link to the Pleiadian lineage. Many who walk spiritual paths, who feel the fire of purpose within, or who long for something greater than ordinary life, often carry fragments of this connection. The Pleiadians are especially attuned to those in awakening, offering gentle guidance and unseen support. Their presence is both ancient and current, reminding you that you are part of a much larger story, one that began among the stars and continues now through you.